Yo guys, what's up? What's good? Yes, Daki is back here again, and this time it's gonna be an amazing week. Trust me, last week was a cat week, and we saw where the old cat called some sort of folks in new cat. Apparently, old cat has performed at the World Cup, new cat Champions League, but the middle cats they've not done anything. It will call for me on this one, but I don't even care anything at this point. Anyways, guys, we're back again, and I'm with my usual guest on the first key, and Ebube. The first key was good. I'm doing good. And yes, obviously we have our guy Ebube. I'm not going to shake him.
But you are not supposed to even shake me after what you just said.
What did I say?
Don't worry.
What I said was very, very clear.
Keep it.
I'm going to repeat what I said. I said
Keep it.
we have, and I didn't call anybody name. I said we have old cats and new cats according to last week's conversation. And then old cats performed at the biggest football tournament in the world. Emphasis on in the world. The new cats performed on a semi-tournament, which is not as big as the World Cup. Performed the Champions League tournament, and then the middle one.
You meant to say the goats, the great.
Okay, yeah, the goats
is yet to perform.
Is begging Tottenham Hotspur to use their stadium to perform.
Is that right? There's nothing to say. There's nothing.
So I'm sure that's clear. You guys got that.
We all can.
So this conversation begins sweet. So I've been with Davido today. I'm sure you guys have fun last week. Thanks for doing what you do. We love you guys so much. The Red Couch is back again, and this time we're beginning with Davido. Davido since the 1st of March when the album dropped till date. There is no we can't do 2 days without talking about Davido. We can't do 2 days. Like even a day will be difficult.
No. Yeah. Except if you just don't want to talk about.
Yeah, want to just avoid. Let's say it's too much.
Let's ignore it.
Yeah. But this guy gives us exclusive stuff almost every now and then. We saw where he went out with the Native Mag. They've not given us exclusive yet of what went down. But basically, but then one of the things that came out was when he said, I think every artist has that point, which makes whatever comeback you have always sweeter. I'm not the type of person I'm the type of person that I not fit see success and just be angry at it.
True. That about Davido is true. He's one person that would always celebrate whatever win.
Yeah.
No matter how small. Maybe it is 5 views that was added. So far he sees a tweet. He posts it, and he's very, very hardworking. I would say he's one person that I know that uses his social media platform to the optimum. Like, bro, they form. Once you see your stuff, like maybe you're vibing to a song or anything, once he likes it, he posts it up on his story. His story is always filled up with different people, different posts, that he's seen that is made. Why are some artists not as big as the video? They don't form bigger than that. They just see your stuff. They just ignore it. Just ignore it. I'm saying, now you won't do like that is not one thing that Davido does, and it is worthy of emulation. Because bro, if he say you go hawking water like pure water, it can walk out for you.
True.
And Don Jazzy also does have saying from that. Like, bro, Davido, as big as you are, you get money, you get everything. Why is
the energy? Yeah,
he still puts in the hard work, and that's one thing that really, really dope about him.
Worthy of emulation. Last week Davido was buzzing, but then there was a certain period that was also buzzing. Yeah, we saw where period came out to make a very big claim. He said a lot. But one of the biggest claims he said was when he said about sometimes ago when in Port Harcourt, him and Davido in the car driving, and then just like people that up pure waters, Burna Boy was running after there. Burna Boy was running after them, and it was like Burna Boy was like, I'm a fan, period. Davido, I'm a fan. People got like,
how will he say that? Burna Boy said, be ready, I'm a fan. Even if Burna Boy was going to say I'm a fan, he's probably saying it to Davido, not him.
So you think Burna Boy could have said that to Davido?
Can you say you are a fan to do it?
As a matter of fact, let's even start from here.
What songs?
Who started a career first between Beard and Burna Boy? Who started singing?
I actually don't know. But Beard didn't start with music.
Yeah, to answer that, them Davido, they're like, the family P.
Yeah.
And Davido started first, even though B-Red, showed interest in music before Davido actually, and with his brother Shino. Like they always in movies together. I think they said they were the first people to move out of the house before Davido. Picked up Davido. So they're like, okay, everybody wants to do music, but Davido start first because you are talented, you have the charisma, you have everything. You start and then others will pick up. So Davido was doing the singing. B-Red was like his hype man. Like, yes, we have right now the next person coming up on stage. You shut down. You shot. Oh, P.O. Davido. And then it comes up. So it was like hyping for him and all that before Davido said, okay, guy, alpha. It's time. Let's go. Now let's run. And then he started dropping his own music.
Wow.
As well.
Anyway, we saw when Brie also came out to talk about how they saw the father TB, how he broke the door. And also, big one was when they said Spesh was one that introduced them to the scene. He said, especially their cousin.
Yeah.
And then Spesh used to roll with the band and the Jazzy.
That's fair.
And the Spesh just, you know what, I have these guys, took them there, and the rest is history today. Massive one to them actually. We saw Davido actually topping the charts, remain number 1 on the official turntable chart for the night week. For the Global Music Awards South Africa, Davido got 2 categories. For the best male category, and also for the digital artist category. For the best male, we have Davido, Burna Boy, Malaya Shake, Black Sherif, Focalistic, King Promise, Rema, Diamond Platinums, and Dizzy. And then for the digital artists, we have Burna Boy, Wizkid, HLE, Sarkodie, Thames, Diamond Platinums, Davido, Masaki.
Rema is not there.
For digital, no, Rema is not digital. They didn't give him.
What's their criteria?
Thinking about it, yeah.
Like that, like
How is it?
Rema is the most. Rema is digital himself.
Rema is digital. You get
Yeah, this year alone, he has made over 1 billion.
You get like Rema is digital
No,
itself.
yeah,
Calm down, is on
Calm down song has got
you're not able to see. Rema has made 1 billion on one platform. It's not no, you on one.
on one song.
On one song, on one platform.
Remix.
YouTube is there too, about 1 billion too on one.
No, I beg.
You know.
That category, I don't
Get comma.
Nah, you get comma.
Get comma.
Because,
This is why people really don't rate awards like
Bro.
this, because
like digital artists.
And we are not mentioning Rema for this year.
well, anyway, do you think there's anyone Davido has chance to bring back home?
To bring back.
Yeah, to be fair, to bring back home, like basically from the 2.
Well, I really don't know, because category is on right now, and the one where, because Burna Boy is also that same category.
Yeah, on all, both categories.
So I don't know, but I don't know. I really can't tell, but
They just want
But
to use us, sorry.
because really that having Burna Boy, Davido,
Wiz was on. Wiz is wrong.
Wiz
The
did
Rema did their
Rema,
they like,
I mean,
they won't use us.
Diamond Platinum, Skin Promise, all of this get come on,
Right.
so much.
Anyways, hopefully he brings one back. But then, like just like the first said, even if not for any other reason, Rema should at least be in that
Yes,
digital.
digital.
It makes it. If Rema is not there, it makes this whole award thing nothing to write home about. Sorry to the
Our South African.
sorry, but really this was a very big miss. So a very big omission. You guys should go and readjust it. But then we saw Davido surpassing 130 million streams for Spotify. And then this one interview that got me laughing. Davido came out to say he was asked to name 5 artists, like the next big deal. And then it was like Rema, Victoni, and I was like, wait, Man go Jones. He said it as a Man Jones. Then he went back, and then he had Rema, Ruga, Aresta, Buju Benson, and Ashake. Ashake you could understand because they had the song together basically. But then 2 questions. Okay, to you, why do you think you beat Victoni? To the first, do you think you had to go with the 5 names?
Okay. For me, I would say the 5 names. The five as the number is actually limited.
True.
Looking at the artists that we have right now, bro. He didn't mention Fireboy. Like you get. so there are a lot of artists. So for me, I would say that it should be limited to 10 at least.
At least,
So that it can accommodate some buzzing guys. Because right now there's a difference between trending and you being good and you having potential to be big in the future. They are trending artists right now, but then they do not have potential to be big in the future.
Yeah.
Like that's fact.
Yeah, true.
So for me, I would say that this list is based on the guys that are actually trending right now, that are buzzing. Ruga is crazy with his tours, doing everything. Crazy area stars like one of the leading female artists from the country. Rema obviously, Ashake obviously, on another level. Benson also doing his own P. But then aside from this guy, there's also a Fireboy that also mentioned. There's also an Oxlade that also mentioned, pretty talented artist.
Yeah.
There's also Loje that has a sensational sound that is really, really appealing. It has that global feel to his sound. There's also Omale, who is also looking at it, looking at it, bro. There's a Billie Eilish that people tag her song to be sad song.
And then there's African Billie Eilish
became big.
Very, very.
And then there's somebody that is similar like African Billie Eilish, because the songs Omale does, they say Afro depression song.
You really have the pressure.
So it's also one person that I feel like once he gets the proper, he has that ability, that potential
to get
another global star. So I think it should be 10, not 5.
Okay. And then there's also no terms on this category.
There's no time.
Okay.
Okay. There's also no terms, so that's questionable. But why do you think Victoria was out? Why do you think he removed Victoria? It's because of the numbers too.
Well, like the boss said, that make I don't Jones. So I'm sure as at the time he said that, he probably had some names in his head. I'm like, wait first though.
Organize
This before this. No. And for me, I still feel like, yeah, it is his personal list. It's his personally for him to be more personal to how his own music is, the kind of music he vibes to. So, and if you look at Victoria's kind of music, it's not on the level of the music you say the video vibes to. And if you look at the people that are on that, you see Ruga, Ruga is that
fast paced, yeah.
There's Ashake, Ashake now always. There's also Ayastar. So these are people who sing in the level of, in the position where you say Davido would love this song. You understand? Yeah. So somebody like Wizkid may not omit Victoria, because in a way you can say his kind of sound is also can say it's on that level of with Wizkid. So for me, I feel like he's just on his own personal taste for music. I don't think it's any of that thing.
So you won't think he didn't mention Mayokun. I think the list is endless. If you think about it,
list
but there's no Shea Vibes anyway. So now I remove you out of it. I leave you alone. But anyways, we saw where also came out to speak about how at the time his dad built him the best studio in the country, and the band and Wizkid used to come to the studio, and they also gave Wizkid his flowers, saying Wizkid made him sing. Wizkid, the guys that was producing, and then they saw Wizkid as a young boy doing stuff and making money. I was like, oops, if this guy can do it, I also can do it. And he said, you actually made me do all of this. So good flowers to Wizkid and obviously for Davido. But then there was this interview he came out with, I think with his, it's called the AB Talks, but obviously it doesn't look like Nigerian, it looked like the Arabian, like Dubai. Because I think it was in Dubai, and then where he spoke with this guy. To start with, that interview never looked like an interview. It looked like a therapy session.
In my head, it was looking like a matrix room,
Yeah, like what white background.
White, you can't say that thing about the person that you're talking to.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, so.
Yeah, he also mentioned in the beginning that this feels like a therapy to him, so you can actually say that
therapy
it's that session, that kind of session.
Anyways, on this one, he spilled like a lot. He said a whole lot for this interview. We saw where I want to begin from this note where he said this year it is a no bad vibe from him, where he was traveling and 2 of his crew members were fighting, and I was like, Ace, calm down. If you want to fight, you want to bring this kind of vibe.
Look out the window.
There was butter. I don't want this year. I don't want drama. Like it was unclear. Like if there's an issue, maybe something happened or something is broken or everything. Can we fix it? Is this something we can fix? If yes, let's fix it. There's no point to start fighting, doing bad blows. If it's something that we can do, if we cannot do it, leave it. Let's move on and everything. But if you want to, let's liken this to last 2 weeks ago. We saw when Sophie came out to make a whole lot of claims. She was bitter about the whole thing actually.
Yeah.
Davido doesn't care. She's the father, she's the mother to Imade, and it was worrisome. Because I know we spoke about it, you and I. Because if for anything in this world, we know Davido loves Imade to death. If for anything in this world, Davido loves that girl too crazy. And then it makes the whole talk valid when a birthday came and Davido didn't, like as little as a flower, maybe not even happy birthday, just post cake or something. He didn't do it. For Chioma birthday, he posted. He showed off the bags he got, did everything. But for Imade's birthday, he didn't do anything. So do you think it is? And then Sophie came out with your rant, and they don't even make a comment about the whole thing. It was on tours. He bought cars, bought chains.
It's everything they are more available.
What do you want to give?
But then this is done. Do you think that is the right thing to do concerning him as a family man?
Well, for me, I'll say that there are some certain things that will happen to you in life that would result to some certain change and resolutions.
Sure.
And what happened to Davido was a big lesson, and not everybody would bounce back as fast as he did. And now that he's back, he's thought about okay, what do I need to do to keep my energy sane, to keep my energy positive, to keep me up and doing? I think I would cut off appearance of my family on social media and my personal life, and he's done that pretty well. Imade's birthday came, a lot of people were like, oh, Davido didn't post and all of that, and no one would want to say that, or they can come out to beat their chest that Davido didn't go to see Made on his birthday. One thing he has always done, and I think he would not stop doing, is going to spend the birthday of his children with them all the time. I remember early last year, Davido would fly all the way to the US, to celebrate Ellie's birthday with her. And there are a lot of times where Davido would do video call. He would post on his story, my twin, and all of that. He would be talking with Imade, take Imade to school, fly Imade on the jet. But right now, he has taken all of those things off the social media, knowing that, okay, I think maybe social media was also one place that maybe also helped him feel pain the more, because Ifeanyi's picture was
everywhere. Yeah,
check your explore, everywhere. So imagine he was not all putting the boy up there. He definitely, most likely, wouldn't see as much as he did when the incident happened, and I'm sure that he will still be sad about the situation, but then he's moved on. So I think for me, the approach he took is actually not a bad one, But then if another birthday now comes and then he now posts, we cannot start to question that, okay, something is wrong.
Anyways, for the Ifeanyi case, we saw an interview where he said this t-shirt is here every morning concerning Ifeanyi. That's a very, very sad one, actually. Ibubi, the whole I'm not giving vibe, I don't care, I don't do everything, it's all peace, it's all good energy from me and everything. We saw with Israel at the time where it was said that Israel scammed somebody, even though there was no reason for you to scam anybody at the time. Israel scammed somebody and he paid the money, and then at the time he unfollowed him. And then it was now a back and forth. So at the point, Israel and Eniola to debunk that, where Israel and Eniola went was at which country? That was when we went for the Forbes.
Senegal.
I forgot the country.
One African
country, yeah, for the Forbes when, and then it's on Israel account. So someone called Eniola out and like, we don't do gay here and everything.
Yeah.
I know, and they and Eniola are quite close, yeah, because I know it was like, I know the tweet where he said, see me using ours together, and they was like, if I just join now, you get, so it should be a clues and everything, but Israel can know, like, this is so much drama, just stay your day. And lately we've not been seeing that energy from both of them. They've not hanged out like ever since. I've not seen pictures of them together.
Yeah, they haven't. I don't think Israel has been with Davido.
Yeah, I think it's in Benin. It's back to school actually. Back to school now. Davido as not as a family person now, as a businessman, as a record label owner, as a musician. You think is something he should continue doing at this point, or have a second thought about it?
I mean, continue
like his approach to life, approach to I don't care, you guys do stuff and everything.
Like Don said that he's taking his family out of the faces of the
family, but this is friends now.
Now this is private for
business.
him. It's private. It's also it's business, but it's like you know Davido to be is someone who normally talks about everyone around him, whether you are his closest friend or you are his. Before he does that, you post them. If something is happening, you post them. But now he has said he wants to take his private life private and leave the business to be business for him. And I think that's why he might still have some business with with Israel. But if it is not business that requires him to be on any screen, there's no point
having a screen.
So you can just, if it's whatever business it is, we can talk. What's up? There's this person you're supposed to meet up, there's this person you're supposed to collect this from. You can still do that without having to come out. So for him, it's business good. It's good for business, and I think it's a very good approach for him.
Anyway, still on interview, Davido kept on repeating. For his interview, he just showed part that it does not lie, because you always find the same. He repeats everything. What you always hear is how his father has money is always a constant. Because like, my father is very successful. I called police, arrested him. He said, I said, then it was like, if you paid for his show, if you bought tickets, they will arrest all of you. With your tickets, with your money, if you're like with your cars,
if you're a Davido fan,
he will arrest all of you. And then I was like, it didn't was bad for him because people were not buy tickets for the show, but they were scared and all of that. And then it was like, if he has money, if you give him $1 million this morning, before night, he will share everything out. But then it said like a lot. But the catchy one was what people have. We've been talking about this thing like a long time, and they've not been a definite answer. Does Davido has another son? Like you have talking about this thing. Like we've seen pictures everywhere. Is this Davido's son? He has not said anything about it. But today, on the interview, he had confirmed that yes, I have a second son. His name is Dawson, and it's in the UK. Is it the UK or US? I think it's in the UK. Yeah. Ailey's in the US. Yeah, it's in the UK. He spoke about how the name came, Maddie and Ailey, their mom's name and everything. But then he confirmed today
Ifeanyi has a younger brother.
that Ifeanyi has a younger brother and he's Dawson. So obviously it's a big claim that he cheated on Chioma at the time, because Chioma is not the mother of Dawson, basically. So, and then on the interview he also said where he felt like he would have done better, and it was like it was to his wife, and then, but he didn't say what he did and everything. So let's forget whether he messed up or he didn't mess up. Now we confirmed that he has Dawson as a son.
Yeah.
After the whole thing that happened with him and Ifeanyi and everything, and with the event of Dawson being out now to people's public, how do you think he was able to manage all of that? Because whatever made you keep it as a secret at the time was known to you. Because you heard the conversation, it was buzzing, everybody was saying it, yeah, he has a son, but nobody could have a concrete reason to it. Now you said it out. What made him kept it then? Why is he saying it now?
Well, I would want to say that for me, yeah, I think that was because of the love he has shown Ifeanyi, and it's going to be, you know, a bit biased if you have two sons and one of the sons is getting everything, like my air, my everything, like it's like this is like my everything, basically. That's what he has tagged Ifeanyi as. Whereas there's also a younger brother to Ifeanyi that is also obviously your blood, but maybe because of how the boy came up and everything. But if Chioma happens to be like, oh, this is like my wife, my legal baby, and on my babe, and so everything with you is on 100, on check and all of that. So I think that okay, and there were situations that happened then, people talking about, oh, Davido and Chioma are no longer together. Maybe it was this that even led to that, we do not know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but at that point, so I feel like okay, and he has said right now family is going to be private, and people started digging out pictures of the Dawson boy, and they saw a picture. I saw a picture of the boy and I said, okay, Nigerian social media, especially they don't post and the video picking.
We'll find out.
They don't find
out.
And it is good that he has accepted, and he accepted a long time ago, but coming out to say it publicly is also a good one. Similar thing happened to Wizkid, about the Balogun Jr. that he didn't accept at first, and then but then we saw Smile video, and then he was with all three kids, so it's a good one.
It will be, and actually through the conversation basically. Artists and children and everything. I think only Burna Boy is sane on kids. Wizkid has, Davido has, Olamide is saying he has one with just one woman. He has two with one woman. Basically, I was gonna say one woman. But then the three major guys, Burna Boy looks sane. How do you think you manage that? Davido is married to one of their mothers, just one. One is looking like she's pained with her continuous rant on social media, which is valid. Which is very, very valid because there's a lot of pressure that comes with you having Davido's son. There's a lot of pressure already. The kind of school the person goes, you can't go to any other school. There's a lot of pressure that comes to school, that comes to community where you stay, the area you live. You can't do whatever they are doing. You can't go to the market.
Some lifestyle
has to change. So you can't, like, I remember at the point where she was I think she was driving one car, and then a car had issues on the road, and people called out. I was just like, I'm just a normal person. I could do any of this stuff. Now, how do you think he managed all of that? The whole drama of parental, children, how was it managed?
Well, since you mentioned that Burna Boy, you are saying Burna Boy is said. Maybe because he hasn't said anything, nobody knows for sure. But Burna Boy usually keeps stuff like that very, very, very private. If you know Burna Boy, stuff like that, we keep out. So, but if you are saying that how people manage how these artists manage having multiple, it comes with the fame. It comes with the fame. Even Davido said it in the interview that he did with Davido said that he loves the fame, but there are negative sides and the positive, and majorly negative side always falls on his family. Mentioned
true.
Even he said even his auntie cannot take a
case to school.
Just for him, you just have to be very careful and make sure that the places your children go to, you are trying to make them anonymous to the life that you live. So that's the only way you can actually keep them.
Anyways, he also mentioned that him and Ronaldo are very, very good friends, and all of that. You have to mention it, like, Ronaldo is my friend, we're very, very good friends. And then I'm ending with this where he said one of the moments he fears the most, or he dreads the most, is that fact that a day would come when he won't be as loved as this. And then he now said that he has told his friends that I'm going to retire when I'm still
He said I will retire before I am sour.
Yeah, before I'm sour, yeah. And then there's this English word that says, the better you live when the ovation is still high. So not when you're now dragging feet and not living and everything. For Davido, he has said of that. And he ended this with saying, why say now all these interviews they drop, my mouth they pain me. It proves that he has done.
I don't know. Mouth the pain doesn't mean that he's been talking too much.
Papa don't they talk. And obviously, it's still going, I'm sure we'll still have like more that still going to drop. Anyways, guys, for Davido, we're through the conversation, and this is where we'll get to the game session of this part, where these guys get to pick games and we get to know the winner. Last week, he said I was biased with the kind of game I choose. This time, I said I'll go back to status quo and we'll do our song association games. So we have 6 cards, and then they'll do like 3 each, and we'll decide a winner. Are you guys ready for this one? That's maybe a tie. I think I didn't know who win. I can place my hold on this one. Like I can place my hold on this one. I'll place this tab on the first key to win. Actually,
My guardian angel, don't let me.
just shut up. So everybody, you're gonna go first. Let's do this.
Right, bro.
Okay, what's
Don't sleep. Wake up. Collect your money. Wake up.
who sang the song?
Daniel.
What now the song?
Kiss Daniel Buga.
Incorrect.
Oh, Kiss Daniel featuring Techno Buga Lulu.
I should do this thing now because you can't be having two. You can't be having two. It's just be 3 seconds here. Thank you. I'm not doing your work. I'm not doing your work.
Correct.
So for the first time we'll be starting with a good note. It's 1-0 now.
See me see trouble. Am I Yahoo?
Who's like the song?
Nah, everybody has that time. Am I Yahoo boy?
1-1. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot today. It's gonna get hot today. Let's go. This guy starting. Please 3 seconds, please. Everybody. Lost.
Everybody say them they go their way, but
You can never. This song. What's the outside there? Doesn't know it.
What song is that?
That's the primal song.
go their way.
That's the primal song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gonna you know go. About we put that on my body.
Tell them say what's that show?
Everybody did that one.
Everybody shout, everybody sing hallelujah. Everybody play your trumpet. Baby, 3 seconds, please. Let's go.
My baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need.
Why
My baby bad all the time.
Go sang. It's not 2-1 yet.
Baby redeem fail.
It is what it is. Say me.
Guys, stop your mouth. Hold your card. Don't open it to 3 seconds.
We should not.
No, open your own. I'm looking at it. Laptop, 3 seconds.
Yahoo boy, no laptop. Always
Big game, my money the pile up.
Oh my.
Never the song.
Lamide young Erikina. Hey, no my.
Killer.
And move from side to side. Come on. Environment is move.
Like I said, my tab is still safe. I said my I gave it to the first to win, and that was 3-2. Yeah, 3-2. I know there's not going to be a tie. So guys, we have a winner again on the first key, and obviously he's going to get down the street to see how Igbo will fail again. You guys should just come expectant, because
One day.
if Igbo gets to win, it's a surprise to all of us, trust me. Guys, stay tuned. We have another one coming your way, and we have a special guest on that one. Stay tuned. Yo guys, yes, well, welcome back on the Ghost Reaction. This time, obviously, you know, this red couch is where we discuss crazy matters. The first part was Davido. This time we have another conversation that has to do with the Grammys, and then we have a special guest in the building. Trust me, if you followed up for like the last two? Yeah. The last two, you actually saw this person, but if you did not, we have Lala in the building. Big Lala was good.
I'm good. How you guys doing? You guys, your face is always shiny on camera and everything. Now, wow. And I share this money come my way now. Something money.
God and Vaseline.
God, some people.
Yeah, that was good. How's everything?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So straight off to Lala here, there's been a conversation trend. We've spoken about this like over time. I want to send this straight to you. The Grammys conversation, yeah, and then we've had people talk about. I think for the country, Nigeria, we have like 3 prominent people who have gotten the Grammy. We have Davido, we have Burna Boy. Sorry, we have Wizkid. We have Burna Boy. Shut up your mouth. We have Burna Boy, we have Wizkid, and then we have Thames. Like recently, we have done that, and there's been this particular talk that have been always online. It's always been a buzz about how they won it. Now, Burna Boy won the Grammy for his song. Wizkid won the Grammy off Beyonce's track on an album. Thames got the Grammy off feature song. Now, Big Lada, do you think it should take commercial at all? Like, does it reduce the weight of the Grammy they have? Does it reduce anything, or you think it's just banter and it should go well?
Well, I don't think we should go down that rabbit hole because whichever side of the divide you're in, people will always find a way to say, oh, this one is bigger than which. If Wizkid's people are saying, no, he did it first, even if it was part of being featured on the song, but it was a main category. Some other people will say, oh, Burna Boy did it best because he did it with his own songs in a very slightly lesser category, if I would put it that way. But at the end of the day, Grammy and Grammy, I don't think we should go down that rabbit hole. They're all Grammy winners and they need to be, respected for having Grammys. I think that should just end it.
Very civil.
Yeah, I know you talk. When he says slightly, when he says, what does he say?
He said they should be respected for that. Some people don't have that respect for, You
have to go that road. Big Lada, please, can we have another person on this set? I'm sure this guy is giving me problem every day. I'm tired of this guy. He's giving me a day as I won't lie. But anyways, quick one. For the year 2023, the Grammy said the Grammy is actually, the race is on actually. The race is heavily on. And let me send this to Dolly Fesky. Which of the songs so far you've seen you think has the pedigree to get the Grammy?
Well, before now,
yeah,
we're always skeptical about songs, getting the Grammy, because like the one that has been like the easy ticket to the Grammy is the album, the best global album category. And even though last year we had a couple of songs that were nominated, is it last year or this year?
This year, yes.
This year, early in the year. We had a couple of songs that had the Grammy nominations and all of that, but then none of them got to win the Grammys with the song. So for me, I would say this year, one song obviously that would come to the mind of anyone would easily be Calm Down, because the song happens to now be like the most successful Afrobeat song at the moment. I remember when Essence and Love 160 was happening. I remember the couch was there. I was saying that, bro, this thing way Wizkid they do, way CK they do, another person would do them.
Wow.
Like people, there were talks about will Wizkid break his record. I say it doesn't even have to be Wizkid that will break the record.
Somebody else can do.
And then look at in the space of a year, 2 years, it's everything again. New record has been created. Yeah. Just recently, Rema's album now mashed up to Wizkid made a Lagos album on the Billboard Global 200. So it's just Sonny Ade's Juju album now that is ahead of it. After that, Rema has it all again for that category. So, bro, it is just really Grammys and awards and all of those things. Right now, for me, I'll say Calm Down is that song that I feel like can get Grammy.
Okay, so Ebube, aside Calm Down, do you think we've had a very, very lazy year from artists? Because aside Calm Down, which other song would you say? Last year, we had like a lot of songs that we could put in the conversation. There was Thames, there was Last that was in the category.
Fireboy.
There was Fireboy, Peru. Even the Calm Down initially was there, like before the release, Calm Down was there, Number was there. There were like a couple of songs. Closer was there that was doing good. Soweto was available by the time. Soweto, the initial, Soweto was there. Like there were a lot of songs that were doing good. This year, aside Calm Down remix, which song do you think is that song?
Okay, for me, I won't say this year has been a lazy year. I would only say that Rema have just had the advantage of having Selena Gomez on his song, because aside if the Selena Gomez influence, the Rema's Calm Down also matches the level of the other songs that are out. the songs by other artists, the ones Ashake has dropped, the ones every other person has dropped, it's not as if even the Davido's album, the songs off the album too, they are big. It's still, like I said, it's just the Selena Gomez influence that has made that song to become global. It's a very good song, I agree, but the Selena Gomez influence has made it look as if that song is way ahead of others. Meanwhile, it is not. It is really just all of them are still on, the same.
But which one do you think is deserving to be there?
If we remove Calm Down.
Yeah, if we remove Calm Down.
Man, there's a lot of songs, but I can't really say. There's a lot of songs that I can say there. But I think the videos unavailable should actually get to that point too, because it's moving. I know you are shocked that I'm saying the video. Yes, I'm
not shocked because me, I not agree with you. That's what cannot make it. Me, I not agree with you.
think so.
After you,
See, that's what I'm saying. If Calm Down was not there,
yeah,
if they would push that song to the point, but right now it's probably being lazy as per Amo, man. This song is already.
I might don't know yet, but at this point, I might don't know hearing what he's saying. I like the fact that the person is hearing too. I like the fact that I'm still like hearing. Yeah, I like that fact because you are just saying rubbish at this point. You are saying errant no sense. I swear.
See, you're always against me. That's the point.
Why would I be against you?
Right.
What's so special about I'm against you? After you say it.
But you get my point.
I don't get your
my
point.
point is the Calm Down song so that has made the song look as if it is way ahead of every other song that we have right now. So that's just what I think.
I like the fact that all our fans are hearing what this guy is saying, and if you guys want to trash anybody, you guys should know exactly. You guys should put. I don't want to be saying that in that comment. You people should put his name. His name is Ebube. You people should call his name out and talk to him. Don't put my name in this thing. Yeah, I'm going to ask like what they have said. Yeah, I want to combine it with this one, and then this is not me hating. I'm being sincere. Yeah, last year, Whiskey dropped a project towards the end of the year, and I'm just being sincere.
Yeah.
So there were talks about why did he not make the Grammy for the year. A lot of people said maybe window was closed at the time he dropped the project and all of that. But his Whiskey, look at his big. His album should garner like a lot of reaction and thought about that. Now this is a new year for the Grammy. Big Lada, do you think the window can accommodate Whiskey, or do you think Whiskey's album is good enough to be in the Grammy conversation?
Well, I think it all goes down to the year that Grammy is looking into, and some things that Grammy usually does that I won't say pisses me off is they don't usually go for the obvious or the most popular when it comes to all these nominations and winners and things like that, because we should even be the one to know that from experience these people can do anyhow, because the year Wiz was looked like he was going to win a major category and he didn't win it. You get so, and everyone got pained, and that happened. Even the usual world category, when you see Wizkid or Burna Boy being up against some other artists, and you're seeing the people that are winning this award, you're comparing the songs. Well, we might have a bias as being Nigerians, yeah, but you're comparing how big those records are to how big the records that are winning these things, and you start wondering how did this happen? Because that's the way Grammy does it, and there's a lot of politics that goes on behind the scene. For this new world, best category that they're gonna come up with, you just have to, people have to play their cards right, because obviously it's not up to the public to vote. It's up to the academy members to vote. It looks like you have to be soliciting by whoever is eligible to vote for you to be able to get votes to win those categories. And then it don't more way. That's what Grammy has made it seem like with them. Burna Boy has to go hook up with PDD for them to show it. Hook up with PDD, hook up with Angelique Kidjo for them to show the win now. So if any of these our guys get nominated, they shouldn't just look at it as face value. There needs to be a lot of work done behind the scenes before they can come up with the Grammy.
Oh, anyways, a quick one. We saw recently Grammy announced a new category. They called that one the Best African Music Performance category. And according to them, I'm going to read what they said about the category. They have it said here that a track and single category that recognizes recordings that utilize unique local expressions from across the African continent, highlighting regional melodic, harmonic, and rhythmic musical traditions. The category includes, but is not limited to, Afrobeat, Afrofusion, Afropop, Afrobeat, Alte, Amapiano, Bongo Flavor, Genge, Kizomba, Chimorunge, Highlife, Fuji, Kwasa, Ndobolo, Mapunka, Ghanaian drill, Afro house, South African hip hop, and Ethio dance genres. Now, this is about close to 10, if not more than 10 different fusion they've had inclusive and all of that. What are your thoughts on Ifeski? What do you think about this new category generally? An overview.
Well, I think I like the category. First off, the fact that Grammy is also beginning to wake up to accept that Afrobeat, African music, is like the in thing right now, and it is what the world is enjoying. I know over time, Lala would always say that if Grammy really want to take Afrobeat serious, they should create categories for Afrobeat and not leave Afrobeat songs to be competing with R&B songs or songs from another genre of music. So like, how would they get to win it? But right now there's a category for let's not Afrobeat, African music now, and it shows that looking at the dominance of Afrobeat in African music, say like one of the biggest genre of music in the African music. Now let's also not get too excited or ahead of ourselves because with this nomination and feel like Nigerians go full there. You go shock now saying I just one Nigerian artist go there. Like Lala mentioned earlier, Grammys doesn't work with the popular and the biggest. They do their thing with their own way. There has to be votes from the Academy members. The politics and every other thing also goes into it. So until we have nominated artists or nominated songs, and then we can now say yes, this is pretty fair to some extent, but then it is a big step towards Afrobeat to the world move and all of that. So I like the category. I like it.
It will be now we have the category accommodates like a lot of genres now. There's a lot of fusions. We have Fuji. The fact that I'm a fan. Yes, Fuji.
I've been outside with you,
but let me also remind that she even was dropping Fuji song, and I just remind me. We have a Fuji category that accommodates Fuji and piano or Tay, like your Tay
Afro house.
Yeah, Afro house. The likes of Johnny Drill now, they stand a chance to actually get something. Now, what's this personal category? Fuji. I want us to say on Fuji a bit. Now that we have Fuji is like the only genre that leaves it open to Nigerians, basically.
Yeah.
Actually. Because if you look at other categories, anybody can do it. Anybody can do OT, anybody can. But then Fuji is one that it's
same way there's also the South African hip hop.
Yeah, issue to them. Now that we have Fuji, do you think it's an easy way out for artists like others? Just imagine Davido doing Fuji. I was like, but this is like it's an easy way out.
Well, it's an easy way out for the Fuji artists, but I don't think a regular pop, Afrobeat, or Americano artist would want to, because of that, the exclusivity of that category, don't want to go and do Fuji. Fuji. The only way you can, like you said, Shady Vibes that did one Fuji song off his recent album. For someone like
you call that a mediocre Fuji song. It's not, doesn't make.
For someone like him, he could actually, if he's desperate enough, he could, he could decide to do a Fuji album and then, want to get into that category with it. So I mean,
anyways, Sulala, now that we have a new category, do you think the category now that is a new category basically, do you think it's going to elongate the windows because it's new? Now most of the songs that people that sang Fuji like last month never knew that there will be a category for them. You get, now it has been announced a category for them. Will it elongate the window process, the way they accept them to the academy, or is it still going to be the same window process for every other categories?
No, because everybody has a chance to submit records up to a cutoff period, and that cutoff period usually is maybe September or October. Between August, September, October, that's when the cutoff period usually happens. So there's more than enough time. So if Grammy have announced a new category, it just means that people who do this kind of music can now put up the records in this category. Now that they know that it's available, that's one thing. Will they actually do it, which is another thing? Or do they have the right people behind them to think, we can put in for this category? But in as much as we have this category, which is a good thing, a step in the right direction, because I remember, was it 2 years ago when we were, banging on this channel about having a new a category that caters for Africans, that caters for Afrobeat. That was then, and then seeing this now is everyone's happy, right? But there's still problems that I still foresee in the future that will still come. Now that you have seen it, because African music is a whole bunch of genre of music. It's like saying American music. There's no American music. There's different types of music. There's R&B, there's hip hop, there's jazz, there's, you name it, country music. There's loads of them, right? And you just see them box them in one corner. But now that we've been given one, let's say we have the world performer, which we can still, you know, be part of. But now there's this African music, and you see the list of genres they've put in there, which is a lot of genres of music, and they said it's not limited to. That means not just these ones, but we know that we recognize this one, but there's still more. Now you have a whole lot of genres of music who are coming in to be vying for just one particular award, and the music is still not the same, because that's a problem for us right there. These sounds are not the same. If you do best R&B, you know R&B is R&B. If you do best hip hop is hip hop, rap is rap, right? So that problem will come in the future, but for now, I think we'll stick to what they've given us, which is the best African music. It's progress being made, and I think everyone would be happy at the very moment. But you know that in the nearest future, another talk will come up with things like, oh, Afrobeat is not the same as bongo flavor. Why are you putting them together? I mean, we'll get there. But yeah, this for now is still good.
Okay, finally we have to leave this conversation. But then there's this one that actually gets me more, is the fact that, like I said, it's a new category. Let's stay on Lala on this one a bit. Still on Lala. Do you think older songs, like songs about, let's say, Pasuma dropped a song like last year, basically, do you think is a song that will, since you have something before September, as the case might be, do you think it's a song that will accommodate older songs? So if you have a song from last year, maybe 2 years ago, like Peru, like Essence, like Last, or like even Kulosa. Like Kulosa, even the Fuji songs, maybe like the Pasuma latest album and everything. Can you accommodate songs like them on this in this project?
It all depends on what period Grammy has set, but I do not think they're going to set a period outside of last deadline. The deadline for the last, I think, was September ending. That was where the cutoff period was for submission of music. So this new category would most likely, because it's for the year 2023, you won't be able, it wouldn't make sense for them to open it up and make it open-ended that, oh, because it's Fuji, you will not start going to a few years back. That's not going to work. So it would most likely be from September, the end of where the cutoff period was closed, till the next cutoff period, which might be August or even September again. That's what the timeline would be, and it would have to be songs that are released from then to that period that will be eligible for this award.
Okay, I'm not agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with Lala, because it's an annual event, so definitely there's a calendar they work with. So before they'll say this is the year in review for 2024 Grammys. Yeah. So 2023 Grammys rather. So it'll start from September when the window closed to 2022.
When it's open again.
To when it's going to open in 2023. So I agree with Lala on that one.
Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this conversation. I want to do something very, very, very funny, quite alright. So to our English guys, I'm going to say thank you for joining us. We love you guys so much. But then I want Lala to say thank you to our Yoruba fans. I have to say it in Yoruba. So you have to say thank you to our guys out there. We love you, we appreciate you, and we don't take it for granted. Lala, say it in Yoruba.
And fans were all over the world. I shall pray every time I to post to each other while Augusto to you. I appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.
The question will do that in pidgin. If I use it in pidgin, you say all of that in pidgin.
I want to thank all of una where they watch us, so all of una where they tune into Gusto TV Africa. We truly appreciate una too much. Make una continue to watch us. We love una die.
Igbo boy, you're an Igbo boy. You have to do your Igbo.
You just messed up, because first of all,
I say total disappointed.
Igbo boy is stereotyping. Because my name is Igbo boy. Is that why you're thinking I'm an Igbo boy? I don't know how to speak Igbo. Let me just. Your destructiveness in the human being. Yeah, say something. I say something. Alright, guys, thank you guys for watching.
It's been a long
time, and we enjoy doing this for you guys. We love you guys for joining us, and I look forward to catching you up next time.
Cash you. I look forward to catching you.
Thanks for watching.